What is up, Bears?
Welcome back to Kickin' It Live.
Today we're taking a look at volunteering opportunities, the Lumineers concert, and DoorDash expansions.
On top of that, the biggest deal in gaming history, the U.S. government is in a shutdown, Hot Chicken Takeover is getting ran out of business, and Rory is a coffee connoisseur now.
Upper Arlington High School installed a new weather alarm system during the summer for both athletes and students to know if there's a weather emergency. Emerson reports.
So the alarm system is called PeriWeather, and it's a weather station-based system. So this allows us to have our own weather station here on campus so that we can pull real, accurate time data for our location specifically, and that will help us to be able to make better decisions regarding safety and playing in inclement weather. The siren in particular is used for the latter one, the inclement weather, which is lightning or thunderstorms are in the area. We have it kind of set around a 8-mile radius. There's 2 different sirens that go off. The first one alerts you to that inclement weather will be in the area, and it's going to tell you to, vacate and get off the field or seek shelter. And then the second one, after the threat has passed, will tell you to kind of clear the area. So we mainly are using it a lot with any of our outdoor sports.
Hot Chicken Takeover has officially gone out of business as of September 20th when their last location in Columbus, North Market, shut down.
The parent company, Craveworthy, is facing multiple lawsuits totaling to more than $100,000 in unpaid rent. It has come to light since the closure of their restaurants that they had been struggling with financing in the years leading up to the closure.
EA Sports company known for their games such as Madden, NHL, UFC, and F1 is being bought out by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, private equity firm Silver Lake and Affinity Partners.
The deal is worth $55 billion and will consist of 100% of the platform, meaning EA would belong entirely to a different company. The deal has been approved by the EA Board of Directors and is expected to close sometime in 2027.
If you're interested in competing with the UA's EA Sports team, Open Gym started this week and is on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3:45 to 4:45 at the UA Hub.
The U.S. government has shut down on October 1st because Congress could not come to a federal budget agreement.
Until Congress reaches an agreement, all people working for the federal government will either go on furlough or go without pay until they do.
And that's all we got for Maine. Let's kick it over to sports.
Welcome back to Sports Bears.
Boys soccer had their senior night last night where they celebrated 13 seniors. The boys fell short, yet played hard with an extremely physical game with 3 yellow cards given out, 2 with the other goalies. They are now ranked 2nd in their conference and play Davidson at home on Tuesday for their final regular season game.
Girls soccer has a record of 10 wins, 2 ties, and 1 loss. They ended their match against Dublin Kaufman on Tuesday with a 1-1 tie. There's a top 2 matchup this weekend where they have an away game against Perrysburg tomorrow at 12:30 p.m.
Boys and girls water polo both celebrated their senior night on Wednesday. Elizabeth reports.
Both of the girls and boys water polo teams had their senior nights last Wednesday on October 1st. They both celebrated in style by getting 2 dubs, and the boys started at 4:30 beating New Albany 20-0, and following that was the ceremony celebrating Lulu Bacher, Audrey Jack, Charlotte Milligan, Charlotte Uricue, Charlie Archer, Jack Boyle, Oliver Hulse, Colin Kennedy, and Vince Masters. Following that, the girls took the pool, beating Worthington Kilbourne 9-7. I asked the underclassmen what they would miss most about the seniors.
Probably just their culture, the way they treat each other.
They bring a really high energy to practice, and they help us stay focused in the water. I'm going to miss Lulu taking me to practice.
I also asked what their favorite memory was with them.
My favorite memory was probably today getting to play with my brother for the first time. That was pretty cool. Back when I was in 3rd grade, I was on the Junior Olympics relay team with Jack, Oliver, and TJ, and we killed it.
As the seniors looked over their past 4 years, I asked them what their favorite memory was.
The fun car ride me, Ollie, and CK had on the way back from Mason.
We got these cookies from this one away tournament, and we weren't allowed to, and then our coach screamed at us.
Both teams are now ranked 1st in the state and are excited to start their state playoff runs in the next few weeks. They hope that the student section continues their support.
Go Bears!
Volleyball hosted their past, present, future night on Tuesday, winning in 5 sets.
The girls didn't just win, they earned their first ever victory against Liberty. Junior Ava Montgomery had 17 kills, senior Asha Chowdhury had 21 digs, and junior Eva Miller had 5 aces.
Girls field hockey played Thomas Worthington Wednesday at the Marv, losing in a 7-on-7 overtime by a score of 1-2. This was a huge game. Thomas has been the defending state champs for the past 3 years. Our Lady Bears are coming strong to steal the title with a record of 10-2-1.
The team is heading to Kentucky today for the Champions Trace Invitational.
Swinging into golf, let's see what it's like to play on Upper Arlington's high school girls golf team.
Golf season starts in late July and it goes until early October. Our matches are pretty long, so if we tee off at 8 a.m., we won't be done till like 1 or 2, and we have to get to the vans at like 6 a.m., 5:30, and we won't even get home till like 4, so it's an all day kind of thing. So we miss school a lot, like 2 to 3 times a week. So it's really hard to keep up with school, especially math class. So we have a lot of fun during season, but I would say my favorite part is probably the drive-thrus after rounds.
My favorite part is probably team dinners. My favorite part is the van rides. My favorite part is making friends with girls from other schools.
Shout out Mrs. McInerney, an extra day on the test would be really nice.
Girls played last Saturday at the Darby Creek Marysville Senior Invitational and shot a .324 as a team. Senior Elle Nolan led by shooting a .78. Most recently, they played in their section match, scoring a .317 as a team, led by freshman Eva Emerson with a .73.
Boys golf teed off at the Firestone Country Club on Sunday. Will Mangus led the team shooting an even 70, and Connor Hackle followed with a close 72.
Our football team has had a strong season so far as they continue their dominance as an undefeated team. The Bears have a rivalry matchup tonight at Olentangy Liberty, where they will take on the Patriots for their homecoming game.
It's going to take some explosiveness, efficiency, good finishing drives, and taking advantage of field position to make a statement against the defending state champs after taking a devastating loss to them in the playoffs last season.
The Patriots are 3-3, while the Bears remain undefeated at 6-0 after last week's victory against Hilliard Bradley.
Now let's find out about a new local spiritware company.
Primo Wear is a custom apparel business founded by Abby Bremer and Carly Martin. Their business started online 3 years ago. Abby Bremer explains more about what Primo Wear is.
So Primo Wear, we're a custom apparel shop. We do most of the printing for Jones, Hastings, most of the elementaries, a lot of team sports. We also provide uniform, hats, you name it, we do it. We also have a couple other schools in Dublin.
We asked what inspired them to start this business and what is unique about Primo Wear.
My business partner Carly and I, we were in the industry 3 years prior to opening our own business. We were both go-getters. It's something for our children to look up to, their moms being business owners.
One thing that we do unique versus some other boutiques is we pick all the products. So if you see our t-shirt wall, for instance, we created all those designs and it's fitting a puzzle, but it's been fun.
Between the two owners, they have 7 kids, and they spoke about how their kids have inspired them in their designs.
We get inspiration from what Hadley, Macy, Audrey, Henry are wearing in high school and all their friends. We try to translate that into our market here.
Finally, they told us about their most popular items.
Blocky Way, tee, hat, sweatshirt. These ice cream shorts. This is actually one of our most popular items. We can't even keep it in stock. The junior high and the elementary boys love this.
This has been Sierra Gadiali and Ella Schmidt reporting for the WARL.
Welcome back, Bears. We are here live on location. I'm Rory McPherson, and we have Ben here. Lulu is on action. We're here in front of UA Rise, near the front entrance of the building, and we're here with special guest Rory Gagan to introduce us to new October drinks that'll be here on October 6th, right?
Yeah.
So we have 2 drinks right here. You mind explaining what these are?
Okay, so this one is the iced pumpkin roll. It's got caramel, pumpkin, and cinnamon. This one is the caramel pumpkin pie. It's frozen, and then we have the iced little maple brew and the pumpkin maple cream. So we're going to walk you through how to make the pumpkin caramel cream.
I'm gonna make some caramel cream. Ben's gonna make us some coffee.
Okay. Start out.
Look at this.
Cold water. Okay. We gotta get you some milk. You'll do 2 milk pitchers of that.
Ah, sorry. All right.
All right. 1.5 pumps of the pumpkin sauce.
Which one's this one?
Right here. Yep.
He's got to talk more. All right.
All right. 2 pumps of caramel syrup.
All right.
And 2 pumps of cinnamon syrup. All right. And then you grab your cup. Right here. Go ahead and open the ice. Fill the cup up. Go ahead and dump it in. Here's your lid.
All right.
You got it the first time. Right?
Oops.
All right, first one. All right, now take your caramel and drizzle your cup.
Get a nice close up of that. Nice and saucy. Ouch. Just.
Now go ahead and pour that in.
Get a nice close up on that.
All right, now pile that whipped cream as high as you can.
Oh yes.
All right, caramel on top.
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Here's your lid.
So that for some content. Ben just made us some delicious coffee. Ben, you want to do the honor? Give it a try. I'd love to. All right.
Tastes like a pumpkin pie in a drink. I love it.
Well, I think Ben's done a great job here. That's all we have today on Live on Location. We are going to kick it to interview now with Katie and this guy.
Welcome to Interview Bears. Early action deadlines are right around the corner for many colleges.
The application process can be stressful, so we brought in our college counselor, Dr. Moore, to answer some questions.
Dr. Moore, what are some steps students can take to make sure all their applications are completed before their deadlines?
I think the first step is to make sure you have your transcript request form in 3 weeks before your earliest deadline. So we know the earliest deadline is October 15th, and so hopefully those forms have been turned in by now. The next big deadline is November 1st. So please make sure you get your transcript request forms in 3 weeks before that first deadline. The other things to keep in mind are to make sure that you talk with your teachers or your counselor 3 weeks before your earliest deadline, because it does take them at least 3 weeks to write a really strong letter for you. And then the other thing that takes quite a while is sending your test scores. So if you are sending your test scores to a college or university and you need to send them officially from ACT or from College Board, I think this can be an overwhelming process, and I think it's important for everybody to realize that it is a stressful process. I think one of the best things that you can do is put together a checklist with dates and with your list of schools and the things that you need to do in order to get your application in on time. So I think that's really important. I think also using your support systems, coming to see me in the College Center, talking to your school counselor, your family, and just understanding that this is an overwhelming time. But I think making sure you stick to your deadlines. And the other thing that I want to add to that is even carving out time on weekends. So a Saturday morning for 2 hours, I'm going to sit and work on my college applications, or a Sunday night, I think will be helpful as well.
Beyond the traditional college path, what are some other options that students can explore?
Yeah, that's a great question, because we know that college isn't for everyone. And so, most of our students are going to be attending 2 or 4 year schools, but we also have many students that are interested in other careers, and maybe some of them are interested in the trades. And so, careers such as electricians or HVAC, auto or diesel mechanics, or even being a hairstylist, or those are wonderful careers that students can explore as well. We have students that also look at going into the military. But I think if you're thinking that maybe college isn't for you and you're interested in other careers, Maya Learning is an awesome college and career platform that would be great to check out to explore careers.
You can find Dr. Moore in the College Center on the 2nd floor. You can also reach out to her through her email, kwmoore@uaschools.org.
That's it for our interview. Now let's kick it to community.
Welcome back to Community Bears. We are now a week into fall, and our UA community has lots of fun events in store.
All Upper Arlington elementary schools are hosting their fall celebrations tonight from 5 to 7, with activities like scarecrow contests, music, games, prizes, and lots of food for family and friends. You can see my co-host here dropping those beats as she DJs at Windermere's Fall Fest.
The annual Fall Festival is Sunday at Fancyburg from 1 to 5 p.m., with autumn activities including inflatables, a corn maze, seasonal crafts, local food trucks, and more.
The Bob Crane Community Center received the annual James B. Ricci Design Award for 2025.
Reaching the top 5, our community center stood out for, quote, its thoughtful design, intergenerational spaces, and lasting community impact from Parks and Rec.
Creating a lasting community, the Chef-O-Nette at Tremont Center reopened this summer after a brief closure when the business was sold to a new owner. Katie stops inside to report.
The Chef-O-Nette has been an iconic Upper Arlington business since it first opened its doors back in 1955. Over nearly 70 years, this local landmark saw only 2 family owners. After a change in ownership and its closure in early 2024, the new family began an extensive restoration. The goal was to preserve the cherished vintage diner atmosphere. After over a year of dedicated work, the Chef-O-Nette welcomed the community back when it finally reopened in June 2025. I spoke to Barry Dunklin and Brian Turner to learn more about the renovations and the community's reactions.
Some of the idea to do some of these renovations was to keep the original aesthetic of the restaurant while adding modern touches, and updating the bathrooms, the heating and air. We kept all this wood. It's all been redone, but it's all the original. Some of the original clocks that are behind us, some of those things. And then kind of take the menu and have some of the originals, kind of tweak them and make them into something new, but still something that people recognize.
The reaction is great. They love that we still kept it classic and old, the old vibe for the older generation, but we're trying to bring in the new vibe for the new generation.
This has been Katie Sexton reporting for the WARL.
Officer Luke joins us in the studio for safety updates and the first PTO gift card drawing of October. See you soon, Bears.
Welcome back to Interview Bears. We brought in Officer Luke to give us a quick safety update. Officer Luke, what is important for people to know?
Hey, good morning, Bears. A lot of you are new drivers, even seniors and juniors who have been driving for approximately a year. There's a Mid-Ohio driving course that you can take. It's on a Saturdays, and it teaches you defensive driving. You'll get to go into a skid car and learn how to drive in and out of skids in case you're on a snowy, icy road coming up this winter. So just Google it.
All right. This week, the PTO is providing a $15 Orange Leaf gift card to one person in each grade. Officer Luke will draw for the winners.
Good luck. Good luck, everybody.
With the freshmen.
The freshmen. Alexander Sims.
And now the sophomores.
Gabriella Osborne.
And then the juniors.
Jackson Milton.
And now for the seniors.
What the? This one was cut off a little bit. Santiago Catalano. Congratulations.
Right. Congrats to our winners. To claim your prize, stop down at room 1307K after the show. Now let's kick it back to Maine.
Big entertainment week this week. Puerto Rican rapper and singer Bad Bunny is going to headline the next Super Bowl halftime show.
He marked the milestone with a message to his fans saying, quote, "This is for my people, my culture, and our history," end quote.
Taylor Swift was reported to have been offered this show and had declined after the NFL refused to meet her conditions.
But her music is not without notice as she released her Life of a Showgirl album this morning.
The Super Bowl will take place on February 8th in Santa Clara, California, home of the San Francisco 49ers.
Out west in the Bay Area, another headline is coming from San Francisco-based company DoorDash. The food delivery giant is expanding its offerings, adding restaurant reservations and a robot delivery systems in some U.S. markets.
DoorDash is already the largest U.S. delivery provider, but with these additions, they're aiming to support restaurants and keep pace with growing customer demand.
Customers weren't the only ones in high demand. Tickets for the Lumineers World Tour sold quickly earlier this year, with prime seats going fast.
The folk alternative band, which formed in New Jersey in 2005, is currently on tour on their Automatic World Tour.
That tour has made 2 stops close to home, and plenty of UAHS students got to enjoy their music live. Make sure you check out that package on social media.
Well, Bears, that's all we have for you today.
And a reminder to have a great day.
day.
Bye.
In general, and that's just what we do when we're kicking it with you. So don't you wanna know something new? Say, whoa, you come kick it.